Hey gang, this is Mike Headley, host of the Headley Group Real Estate Show. First, I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is a podcast for real estate professionals to pick up tips and insights to continue to increase business in their business and show other areas of real estate how you can make money and continue to grow your business. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, ladies and gents, this is Mike Headley. We are back. Another great episode of the Headley Group Real Estate Show. We got a young lady. When I say multi-talented, she is it. When I business coach, real estate entrepreneur, and she's a real estate broker as well as a real estate mortgage broker. Holds many talents, flips, buy and hold. She can help you both spectrums. Let's give a warm welcome to Miss Catina Willis with Next Level Realty and Investments, and then her mortgage company, Next Level Loans. How you doing, man?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Oh man, it's truly every time we get somebody on the show, we could look at it as a blessing because we know time is so important. We reached out to Miss Catina, and she said she'd be happy to do the show. And then we did a little due diligence on her too, and she has a lot of bubbly about her, right, on social media. You just want to say, I want to do business with her because she's knowledgeable, and at the same time, she has a skill set that can help you out. Tina, you real estate license, mortgage license. How long you been licensed?
Well, licensed as a realtor since 2012.
2012,
okay. And then I became a broker in 2014.
Okay.
A real estate broker in 2014. And so the mortgage company came in 2021 as a result of COVID and just wanting to do something new. Okay. So was it one of them, I think everybody get that refresh, restart button sitting here, what else can I do to add more to my plate? Was it something similar to that or not? Not really that.
Okay.
It was what can I do from home? When everything shut down, I just started to think like, wow, there's so many ways that you can work from home now, so that's how I got here. That's how I started thinking about mortgages.
Okay. 2012 real estate license. Everybody got their reasoning why, whether it was inspired, saw somebody who said, I need to make some more money. What was it to you to say, let me get this real estate license? What was that driving factor?
Well, my background was real estate. I've been in real estate for 20 years.
Okay.
So, but I was working a 9 to 5 in the real estate industry. And I did not want to work a 9 to 5 anymore. So I quit.
Okay.
So I quit that and I started working as a professor teaching business and marketing courses at an art school.
Okay. All right.
So that's how that came. But I was new in that industry, so they had me working on Saturdays and crazy times, missing my son's basketball or football games. So then I started thinking of something new. And my manager there noticed that I was always talking about real estate. And he was like, do you have your license? And I said, no. And he was like, why not? And I said, I guess, good question. Why not? So I signed up and went to class.
And I see that, and I'm not afraid to tell people on my end is that it took me 4 times to pass the real estate exam. And I see this highly intelligent you got. She has an MBA. How many times did it take you? One time?
One time.
Yeah, I figured that. I mean, I see all this intelligence here. I figure one time, in and I knock it out.
Now that mortgage license, that's another story.
Really? Was that a little bit more trying and difficult?
Oh yeah. The mortgage part is like a whole nother level. But yeah, I passed that on the second try. But I kind of knew I wasn't prepared, but I thought I could guess my way through it. Okay. And I missed it by a couple points.
So I see that you're talented, mortgage talented as well as licensed, mortgage professional as well as a realtor, having real estate license.
Yeah.
Do you do deals in terms of loans in other states, or you just focus primarily, because I see you're in Detroit, Michigan?
I do loans in all 50 states actually, because although I just got into mortgages in 2021, I quickly identified the area that I love.
Okay.
And that is working with like the non-qualified mortgages, meaning that it's a self-employed person, somebody that doesn't have your traditional W-2 and tax returns. So I'm working with those kind of people and investors. So I do that in all 50 states.
Well, you speak. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I get retail too, but the retail part, like, first time home buyers, I do that only in Michigan, but everything else, all 50 states.
Okay. Because, you're speaking to our core audience, because our audience is real estate professionals, as well as we have investors. And, we ain't W-2s, we that 1099. So you're talking to us.
Those are the people I like.
So let me ask you this here. Somebody watching this and says, okay, Catina, what does my scores need to be like? Or is it a no doc? What do I need to have to present to you? I'm quite sure there's a lot of things within their personal, but in the short run, what do they got to present to you to make you say, okay, I think we can work on something. We can get this going.
Okay, well, so I tell people, no matter what kind of loan it is, you do want to be above way above 620, but for like the 1099 loans, you want to be around 650 or higher.
650, all right, got you. Okay, 650 high. And that will factor in what that rate looks like, I take it. Yes,
absolutely. And but most of the programs, they want you to be at 650 or they won't approve it at all.
Okay. So I got to dive into this because I can't let you just skip over this here. You was an instructor teaching, right? You was teaching, and you was teaching real estate entrepreneurship. I want to make sure I heard you right.
I was just only teaching entrepreneurship, business, and marketing.
Business and marketing, okay.
Yes.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I never imagined being a realtor because the 9 to 5 that I worked at, I would train realtors, talk to them on the phone. And I never, ever pictured myself being a realtor, ever. So I kind of fell into it. To be real, I did.
So now that you are on this side, what's some of the things that you say, well, got a little more respect for them? I gotta, cause a lot of times I think people, the facade, I think people fall into, think sometimes either they don't work hard enough or they get paid too much, or what's that like now that you're on the other side?
Yeah, it's a huge misconception that realtors get paid too much. I experienced it too. The funniest thing that I've experienced is people thinking I sold their house too fast, so I shouldn't get paid what they agreed to. And I tell them I sell it fast because I specialize in this. I know what I'm doing. Because a lot of people think realtors are all the same, but they're not. You got some that are really, really good working with buyers, helping first-time home buyers. You got some really, really good helping people to sell and market their homes. Then you got some really, really good working with investors. So it's just a lot of different types of realtors, and people don't get that part. It's some really good working with luxury home owners, so there's a lot of different aspects, but realtors don't get paid enough. There's a lot of stuff we do behind the scenes that to make those deals happen. And then there's a lot of times we do the whole job and never get paid at all. That's something people don't know that goes down.
Question here. You mentioned buyers and sellers. Is there a certain specialization you like? I like sellers, I like buyers, like investors.
I specialize in working with sellers because I'm great at marketing. So I'm the person, if you want to sell your home, you call me. I'm really good at that. And I'm really good working with investors. Now on the investor side, I do work with buyers and sellers just because I'm good with investments. I'm good identifying good deals. I'm good at all of that.
Interesting.
Wholesaling, identifying deals. Yep.
Let me get your take on this here since you mentioned wholesaling. Quick commercial break. If you're interested in a career in real estate or you're a seasoned vet and you might want to change, new environment, you don't like the atmosphere you're in, the Headley Group Realty could be there to assist you with your career. What do we offer? Great culture, great environment, leads, and an awesome commission structure. Let us be there to support your business. One thing, you got to be in the state of North Carolina. Let's get back to the show. I had a conversation with a group of real estate professionals, and they said wholesalers are playing us without a license, right?
Yes.
What's your spin on that? In terms of, do you feel as though, because I think in Illinois, when I read, I think they have to be licensed now. They can do one wholesale deal. After that, they got to be licensed. But how do you feel about that?
Honestly, a lot of the licensed realtors want wholesalers to be licensed. And the reason is because sometimes it feels like the Wild Wild West. People aren't following any guidelines. They're just out there, or they're not following any kind of rule. There's no professionalism. So I think personally, out of all the wholesalers I know, some of the really good ones are licensed realtors as well. I'll say that. They're licensed real estate agents, not realtors. Correct.
Exactly. Because that's the big thing. You don't have to be a realtor to be a real. You don't have to be a realtor to sell houses. In other words, you could be a real estate agent sell. I don't know if that's the same in Michigan.
It's backwards.
Oh, I got it backwards. Okay.
Well,
okay. So you don't have to become a realtor to sell. You can be a real estate agent, because I know that's how it is here.
That's how it is.
That's how I just said it all crazy. Yes.
And realtor just means you're part of the National Association of Realtors, and you follow these strict guidelines. That's strict guidelines. I got you. They say you get some discounts too at a few hotels. That's what I've heard. You get discounts. You mentioned branding and marketing, right? And you said you are the queen at it. Okay. Talk to some of these seasoned agents who feel as though I don't need that, or I'm afraid, or give me one or two or three things that you do that can shed some light on some agents that's really unsure how to do some marketing. Well, if you're a real estate agent, you have to market yourself. There's no way around it if you want to sell. But some people, I tell some people to do what you're comfortable with, because sometimes agents will ask me how I do the things I do, and I tell them, you want to be comfortable. Whatever marketing strategy you choose, you want to make sure you're comfortable with it, so that you can really get good at it. And because we're all different, and some agents do make a lot of money just going to networking events or friends and family. So some don't do a lot of advertising. So it just depends.
So with social media being so free, and people are afraid of kind of getting on this, feel as though people are judging them, or how do you deal with that? How do you overcome, hey, I don't mind, I'm on it? What do you do?
I could care less what somebody got to say.
That's it.
I'm going to do me, and I'm going to have fun with it. I mean, I got to figure out a way to have fun in this job. So, but again, with me having that marketing background, I already know exposure is everything, especially in real estate. Exposure is everything. It makes it that much easier for you to get your contract signed if people are seeing you everywhere. So, I don't care what people think.
But let's talk about that, because at the end of the day, it seems like you got a like you just said, I don't care what you think mindset. I'm gonna do what I got to do because this has got me success. Where did that come from? What was that a lot of times people go through some struggles to get to the place where they're at now. What's that inspiration that keeps you going?
Inspiration that keeps me going on social media, or just going?
Well, we're gonna say going period, because social media is wrapped up in it. Just going period with the real estate industry.
I think that I'm just a fighter, number one. But what does keep me going? I'm just one of those stubborn, passionate people.
Oh, wow.
That's what it is. you know, like sometimes people can confuse confidence with arrogance, you know, and I'm just, you know, I'll tell you this, one of my friends told me that I am a person that doesn't take no for an answer, and that real estate was the perfect profession for me because I don't take no for an answer from friends, from family. You know, I always just try to find a way. I'm always coming up with options. That's just who I am.
And I believe you have to have that mindset, particularly in this industry, because you would get boggled down worrying about what he or she is saying and being too overly concerned.
Yeah. You got to have thick skin, period, as a realtor, because that first year, people are going to say no. You get so much rejection. You won't make it if you don't know how to care less about what somebody thinks, or to just keep a positive energy when somebody rejects you. You won't make it long.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
The first 6 months into the business, hopefully you had a deal by then. Hopefully you closed something.
Of course.
Okay. Well, excuse me. Was it a rocky one or was it a smooth transaction? And if it was rocky, share that.
My first deal.
Well, if you could remember it back then. I mean,
I definitely remember.
Okay. So give me that.
No realtor will ever forget their first deal, especially if you stay in this business more than 5 years. You will never forget that first deal. But my first deal, I got so excited. I had started getting leads on Zillow back when Zillow would actually give you good leads, Zillow and Realtor.com and all that. Because now you just waste money and throw it at these companies. You don't get anything. So I don't even advertise with them anymore.
Correct.
But so I got a call. A guy said, yes, I want to see a house. It was a snowstorm. It was in January. It was a snowstorm and the snow was coming down fast. So I put on my boots. At the time I was married. So I did get somebody to come along with me. Okay. Because that's really scary for a woman to go out and show these houses. So, and I didn't know how to show them yet. So, but I went to the house. They checked it out. He said, I want to buy it. And I had no idea what to do with all this paperwork, but I figured it out. I had a lot of stuff wrong. I had to go back and get it signed again. But I closed my, as soon as I decided to focus on real estate full time, I closed my first deal in 30 days.
Wow, congratulations. Man, how many that first year?
I did about 34 that first year.
Hold on.
I did really
34
well.
deals first year? Round of applause. Because you know that's rare. 34 deals in the first year. Very rare. So so you really, I guess, did you have your sphere of influence, or you were just out there letting people know, hey, I'm in real estate?
I put a lot of money in advertising.
Got you.
Yep.
You care to share what some of them advertisements was? Billboards, trucks, what?
Nope, Zillow. Zillow actually worked for realtors back in I'll say from 2012 to probably 2016. You could really get some good leads on Zillow, and but just not anymore, because Zillow buys houses now themselves, or they do other stuff now. So but I just did advertising on the websites online, the real estate sites.
Well, you see the latest news, they selling 7,000 homes.
Yeah,
exactly. Go figure.
They pay too much.
That's it. Overpaying. Last year, COVID hit us. Okay. What was that? You spoke about, I guess that's what kind of prompted you to get that mortgage broker's license. How did that deal with your real estate business as we work in this pandemic?
For me, honestly, and for a lot of good agents that I know, I know a lot of good agents where COVID was their best year. So it's all mindset. When you're a realtor, it's mindset. So a lot of agents had their best year during COVID. I only took about 1 week off during COVID. Because like I was saying, I work with sellers. So when you work with the home sellers, you just do a lot of phone calls out. You don't really show a lot of houses. But I would say for me, it slowed down because of me.
Okay.
I just kind of sat around and thought about how I could work more from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started dabbling into different areas. That's when I started putting together like digital courses, and started, it took some time and preparation to get prepared for the mortgage license. So I just started doing other stuff, but it affected my business, but it affected my business because I wasn't out there.
Got you. So all of these things that you do, like I said, the mortgages, the real estate, different license, people are pulling at you. So you said, let me create this digital course, right? Let me create something that, you can have an extension of me. Tell us about the digital course and how it has benefited the people who purchased it.
Well, the digital courses, I started putting them together in 2020, and they just launched this year because I put them on the back burner because of mortgages, but it just helps people to be more knowledgeable. They're not, and the courses are not just real estate related too, they're businesses. I'm helping people to launch businesses and be able to work from home.
Okay. So the good thing about this is that's one thing about the show that I really truly admire is real estate professionals. We work with buyers and sellers, but we can do other things outside of real estate. You're an example of that. You're saying I'm designing have the digital course to help businesses start businesses right now. You could pick up some real estate with that as well as a plus. I can help you with loans as a plus here. So you are the center of everything what we're trying to accomplish with the show. So I applaud you for that. Hey guys, thank you for watching our show. We're gonna interrupt you real quickly. We are in the business of referrals. If you know someone looking to buy or sell, residential or commercial, here in the North Carolina area, refer us. We really appreciate that. You go back, you tell yourself, you've been licensed 2012, that first year, heavy advertisement on Zillow. What would you tell yourself different if you had to go back and talk to yourself?
That first year? Yeah, I would tell myself to get into a big company that does training faster.
Gotcha.
Because my first year, I did start off at a smaller boutique company that was not really providing any training at all. So I went through 3 companies my first year in real estate.
Okay.
So I do always recommend that new realtors go to a large company that does training every day so that you can really hit the ground running. I managed to still get a lot of deals. Well, let me backtrack. Go to a big company with a lot of training, but my biggest lesson learned that first year was to not count your commissions. I always tell people that. Don't count your commissions. And as I was telling you, sometimes you'll work and not get paid and deals fall through. So, but I learned that after getting to a big company that does training every day.
So, and then you currently own your own company now, right?
Yes, I'm a small boutique firm.
Well, like myself as well. And how many agents is yourself, or you have a team, or?
Just 3 of us.
3 of us, okay. Yep. And I bet you kicking butt too, rocking and rolling.
We're doing good. Good.
Is it the goal is to scale, or you okay? You like what you got?
You know what? I do like, I like a small intimate group. I went through periods with a large team, and my sales suffered. So that's a big lesson to learn as you grow in real estate and you say, oh, I want to open my own brokerage or get this big team. You'll notice that when you do bring on a team, it takes away from what you're doing. So you got to be ready to sacrifice and lose a little bit. So I'm okay with a small team. To be honest, I am ready to impact people from all over the world, well, all 50 states, with through business and real estate courses online. That's how I'm going to impact a lot of people.
Gotcha. So again, we're showing real estate professionals, listen to real estate professionals. You can do other things out there, but the great thing, what Miss Catina did was she was able to focus on that one thing, which gave her the leverage to do other things, right? Not to do this and do that, and you haven't even mastered one. What's that quote they says, the jack of trades, but master of none? But exactly, you get a lot of people that do that.
Yeah. But you know what, let me tell you, I always tell people, like you said, master one thing first before you start branching out. Like I do real estate in my sleep. I don't gotta focus on that no more. I do that with my eyes closed. Okay. So that is what allows me to do other things now and to expand.
Catina, let me say something. You really enlighten us with so much good stuff. First, I want to applaud you. And one of the main reasons why I started the show was to give us our flowers, right? Meaning brown and black people, because we usually don't have platforms to really salute us. And even we may not have 2 million followers or sister, you're doing some wonderful things, right? And because why somebody's in LA right now could see the show, may be inspired and want to continue doing what she's doing in LA. So I want to applaud you for that. And thank you for being on the show for that, right? I just want to put that out there, right? Every guest, we always ask every guest being on our show to give us 2 golden nuggets. You gave us about 12, right? We asked for 2 golden nuggets, whether it's a book, a quote, a scripture, or anything that inspires you to keep you going. Go ahead and go.
One of my favorite quotes is, you either win or you learn. That one is so close to my heart because I have gotten beat up before a couple of times while fixing and flipping a house. And so that's why I don't do a lot of that, but working with contractors is a whole skill. And so I say you either win or you learn, because I may have lost money, but I learned how to work with contractors better, and I learned how to correct those mistakes on the next one.
Okay. You got another one, or was that all together?
No, another one is, I'll say experience is the best teacher, at times. So, when people are, when you want to do something, go ahead and try it. Don't be afraid to try, because you will learn from trying. Don't try. You know what? No, let's correct that. Let me change that. I'll say this: done is better than perfect, because I always try to encourage people to go ahead, get started, just try. You can perfect it later. So sometimes people just never get started on a business or on a project because they're trying to be perfect and learn all this stuff about it to make it perfect. But just get started and perfect it later.
Wow. I like that. Done is better than perfect. Like I said, I'm gonna use that. It's a great quote there. Is there a question that you wish I would have asked you that you would love to answer?
A question that, I don't know.
Okay. I know we touched on a lot of topics.
I guess you could have asked me what was my biggest challenge in real estate so far in the business. Okay. And I can answer that. My biggest challenge is that when you get in real estate, there are so many levels to real estate, so many paths. So, I just struggle trying not to do them all. I gotta narrow my focus and just, I've already started to narrow my focus and just do what I love, what I'm passionate about. And I've just learned that just because you know how to do something or you can make a lot of money in this area, that doesn't mean you should be doing it. And I learned that from fixing and flipping. Like I said, I learned that from fixing and flipping, and I'm staying in my lane with the courses, business, marketing, and real estate. That is me. That's what I love. That's what I'm good at.
So I want to say something to that there, and I applaud you for that. So you said I'm gonna do a self-diagnosis on what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. And you said, well, okay, that wasn't but this is my thing here, versus being so prideful. No, I got it. But you were able to take a step back. So again, more kudos to you.
Thank you.
We want to thank Ms. Catina Willis for being on our show with Next Level Realty and Investments and Next Level Loans. We want to thank you for being here. And again, you are now an alumni on the show, Miss. So again, we might ask you again to be on the show a little later on in the future, if that's possible.
Nice. Okay. One other thing you could have asked me too.
Oh, okay.
It's behind me.
Oh, why I didn't even oh my, see that? That's one thing about our show. You know, I didn't even see that. Go ahead and grab that book. You got it? Let me see. Go ahead and get that.
I got one right here.
We ain't perfect on our show, but we're gonna get it highlighted. Empowered
through real estate.
Oh, let me see that. Oh,
when you were talking about COVID, I wrote this during COVID.
Highlight. Keep that book up. Keep it up, Ms. Catina. Catina Willis, Empowered Through Real Estate. Love that. We're going to promote that.
It's available on catinawillis.com, but it's also available on Amazon if you wanted it tomorrow.
How thick is it? How many pages?
It's about 120.
Write that down. We're gonna purchase that. We're gonna purchase that. I like that. So, and I'm glad. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge that, but you caught it.
No problem.
Which is a good thing.
I almost forgot about it too.
I know, right? We just wrapped up the conversation. So we want to thank you all for watching the Headley Group Real Estate Show with Catina Willis. And again, we'll always continue to support her. And we'll see you all next time on the Headley Group Real Estate Show. Hey, gang, I hope you really enjoyed that show. Our guests provide us some great tips and insight, and please support them on all social media platforms. And while I'm saying that, support us on all social media platforms. And don't forget, watch the entire video on YouTube. We'll see you next time.